Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys remember in the last video that I just posted, I was talking about the start of my Vlogmas for the month of December. So without further ado, today is December 1st. So I'm just going to take you through my day and my runs and stuff, and then give you guys a couple of Vlogmas ideas as far as Christmas gifts for your friends or family or really anybody in your life. So here we go. Easy run today, just about 3 miles. First mile was at a little over 10 minutes, just kind of warming up. It'll probably get a little quicker by the end of it. So now with the workout done, it's time for some miso soup. Typically, I like having green onion in my miso soup or Japanese negi, but unfortunately, the ones I had were kind of old, so I gotta pick that up from the grocery store. So now that we got the most important meal of the day out of the way, we can get into some of these Vlogmas idea videos. And really, I want to focus in on basically the next kind of 3 weeks leading up to Christmas. Every day, I'm going to have a gift idea for a different person in your life. It could be your sibling, it could be your parent, it could be your grandparent, or maybe it's a college student or a high school student, or maybe it's your teammate or even your coworker, or maybe it's your significant other. So really, it's just for a bunch of different people in your life, and in each of these videos, I'm gonna base it off of 5 types of gifts that you should consider for each individual person. So first up on the list here, we have something that they want. You got to give the people what they want, right? So that first idea is pretty standard, right? You get something that somebody wants. But it also just shows that like you're actually listening and paying attention to their desires, and a person that listens in your life is somebody that cares about your life. Always remember that, young ones. Now on the list here, number 2, something that they need. Give the people what they want and give them what they need. This next option could fall into the first one, given that maybe something that they want is actually something that they need. But it could also be something that you come up with because you are part of their everyday life and you see kind of their day-to-day activities, and if maybe there's an area where they're struggling in, or that they can't make enough time for, that could be a gift idea to really help them out. Whether that's buying their kid a coat because it's raining season, and maybe with the economy right now they can't afford stuff like that, or it could be a simple gesture of kindness like washing their car, or really anything that you feel could be a necessity for them in the moment. At number 3, we have something that they don't think they need, but they really do. This next option really shows that kind of more about them than you lead on or than they think about them. And, depending on the circumstances, it could actually really save that person in a pinch. It could also be just a simple gift that you notice them using every day, whether that's, something they eat every day, like coffee, or I guess drink coffee. It could be something that they use every day. Maybe if they work in an office, maybe they're using a lot of paper at the office, or maybe they're printing out a lot of stuff. Or maybe you notice that they're late to everything that they do, so maybe you get something like a watch. Something that's handy, something that's timeless, and something that shows that, you really care about them making appointments on time so that they're not late.
Coming in at number 4, it's a little unconventional, but something in bulk.
So for this one, the old adage that quality is better than quantity. Well, sometimes quantity is actually better than quality. And, given the current economic situation going on now, sometimes I think if you have available financial resources to help somebody out and you can get something for them in bulk, that could actually really help out. We all remember at the beginning of the pandemic, everybody was stocking up on toilet paper and hand sanitizer and all that. So, hey, if you have the opportunity and you stumble upon maybe a 6 pack or a 12 pack of extra toilet paper or paper towels or napkins or hand sanitizer or the kind of throwaway masks, that could be an idea for a gift, and people would appreciate that given the current pandemic situation.
And lastly, folks, number 5, something for the feels.
This last one, unfortunately, could have a negative connotation as well as a positive one, but given that the fact that this year has been a real hardship on a lot of people, whether that's people who have lost their jobs or people who have lost loved ones due to COVID, or whatever the situation may be, I think putting people are giving people a sense of relief or a sense of hope during this holiday season would really, or at the very least, should be a priority when thinking about gifts to give your loved ones. Maybe gift ideas like a photo album of somebody that they've lost in the last year, or maybe it's a a T-shirt kind of commemorating all of their memories that they've had, or like a collage of artwork of somebody that they've lost this year, or maybe if they lost their job this year, maybe it's something as simple as helping them out with their resumes, or maybe it's referring them to an employment agency or something like that, or getting them a potential job interview. Little things like that could go a long way for a lot of people. I think right now it's important to keep in mind that the idea of gifting, especially this year where a lot of people are struggling, it comes down to maybe not the fanciest gift, but it's going to be more about necessity, I feel, this year, as far as giving gifts. So, if you're somebody who is struggling right now, hopefully somebody in your life can provide some basic needs that you may be having difficulty accessing. Next up for lunch, I'm going to be snacking on some tamales that my lovely girlfriend and her family made for my family for Thanksgiving break. So thankfully, they made a ton for us, and I have a few leftovers. So, time to grub. Sounds like the mailman is here, so let's pick up some packages, why don't we? It's a little past 5 o'clock now, so that means time for a beer. Last meal of the day, we are making some fried rice out of some chashu pork that my mom made, I want to say last night or early this morning. I don't really know if she did it this morning because may have been asleep. Not too sure, but more chow time. So pretty simple ingredients. I got some rice, I got one egg, I got the chashu, and then some cut up onions and some peeled and minced up garlic. So that's gonna do it here for me, folks, on day one of Vlogmas. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content, and hopefully you guys will continue with this journey with me. And if you did enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe. And with that being said, everybody have a good night, and see you in the next one.